Well, hello YouTube, it's your girl Janae coming at you with another video, and as you can tell by the title, this video is going to be about the 5 pretty girl fragrances I have in my collection for the springtime. So if you guys are interested in seeing what fragrances I chose, what fragrances like I feel are springtime appropriate, then go ahead and just keep on watching. Y'all, so first things first, stop what you're doing, stop and leave me your scent of the day down below. I would love to know what you guys are wearing today or tonight whenever you are watching this video. Also, if you are new to my channel, hello again. My name is Janae. Welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for clicking back onto another video. I truly appreciate you guys' support. So if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and join the family, and give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos from moi. Now let's hop into today's video because I have some bangers for you guys. Trust and believe I'm gonna take care of y'all for the springtime. So starting this video off, I have 2 honorable mentions. I haven't had honorable mentions in my fragrance videos in a long time, so I think I've been doing pretty good. But these 2 fragrances I don't have in my collection because either one, I sampled it and I haven't purchased it yet, and the second one is one that I used all up and I haven't repurchased yet, but I'm gonna repurchase it, and it's actually gonna be in my empties video that I have coming up real soon. I don't know if I already posted it or not, but if I did, I'll link that up in the eye in the sky. So my first honorable mention I want to talk to you guys about is Bouquet de Hongrie. I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it's from the house of BDK. You guys, when I tell you, BDK is one of the fragrance houses that has me at my neck. When I tell you, they have me in a chokehold, okay? I feel like BDK can almost do no wrong. They're like on Perfumes de Marly level, okay? If y'all know me, I love Perfumes de Marly. I make that known in many videos. But BDK, they're a niche house, they're a luxury house, and their prices are pretty fair for the quality of fragrances that you get and the uniqueness of a lot of their scents as well. But with Bouquet de Hongrie, this fragrance is your sweet, fruity, musky scent. You have a little bit of a woody touch in there. This fragrance is one that pleasantly surprised me, and I used my sample all up. This fragrance is one that I think is perfect for the springtime. You get some pear and some strawberry in the opening along with some cassis, so you get that juicy fruitiness. You get a little bit of a sparkling vibe from that pear as well, and then in the mid you get some Turkish rose and you get some jasmine sunbok. So the jasmine adds a little bit of a sex appeal, while the Turkish rose adds that like slight mature feminine vibe, but it's not overly mature at all. I find this scent to be extremely playful, extremely flirty, extremely like uplifting and happy. So that's a theme that you'll see throughout all of these fragrances. And then in the base you get some amber, you get some musk, and you get some cedar. So you get a little bit of a resinous touch. It's not too resinous though. It's not heavy at all in the base. I think that the cedar just grounds it a little bit. That musk adds a little bit of freshness to the scent. If you enjoy those sweet, fresh, fruity florals, you will really enjoy this fragrance. It's one that's a grab and go. It's very effortless. You can dress it up or down. That's something that I really enjoy about this fragrance in particular, and most of these fragrances are the same way that I'm going to mention to you guys in today's lineup. So my first honorable mention is Bouquet de Hongrie. I believe that's how you say it. Help me out if it's not. And it's from the house of BDK. The second and last honorable mention that I have for you guys is one that I'm completely out of, ran through it. I really enjoy this fragrance, and when I mention it, you guys are going to be like, oh yeah, like you talked about that a lot last year, and I did indeed. And my second honorable mention is Idol, the original eau de parfum from the house of Lancome. And this fragrance is one that I find to be extremely easy to wear, extremely happy, very versatile, definitely signature scent worthy in my opinion, especially if you like those fruity, fresh florals. So Idol to me is a very sweet, fruity, musky, fresh, aquatic. It's not too heavy on the florals. I say it's more heavy on the fruitiness, which most of these fragrances are that I'm going to mention to you guys today. Pretty heavy on the fruitiness, and I think that this fragrance is extremely flirty and fun and happy, just like spring. Like, I love to pull out these types of fragrances when it's springtime because it just picks up my mood. The sun is shining, it's not too hot, and you really can get a good vibe from fragrances. And Idol is the type of scent that gives me pleasant vibes, especially for the springtime. So in Idol, you get some pear and some bergamot in the opening. So you get that fresh citrusy bergamot, and then you get that pear. And in this fragrance, the pear kind of gives off a fizziness, like an effervescence, and I really enjoy that in this scent. I think it adds a unique touch to the fragrance. And then as this fragrance dries down, you get some rose and you get some jasmine. Very similar, huh, like to the last fragrance. But I think that the rose with the jasmine just adds that perfect floral balance without it going too mature, without it going too indolic. It's a very, very nice combination, and it's not overwhelming whatsoever. And then in the base, you simply just get some musk and some vanilla. So you get a little bit of sweetness, but you also get that musky touch, which adds to the freshness of the scent. It keeps it going throughout the day. Surprisingly, this fragrance lasts a very long time, and I really like how this fragrance wears on my skin. I get well over 8 hours with this fragrance. It projects very nicely so people can smell you. I get tons of compliments when I wear Idol. I really enjoyed wearing Idol for myself, but it also feels really nice when you get complimented as well, you know? So with that being said, Idol is an amazing choice for springtime. I find it to be a pretty girl scent. If you want to smell pretty, if you want to smell like spring, Idol is definitely the way to go. Now, hopping into my list, I have 5 fragrances here that I'm going to talk to you guys about. All 5 of these fragrances give me similar feelings, which means like they make me feel pretty, flirty, fun, happy, ready for springtime. I have 3 daytime appropriate fragrances and 2 kind of evening, nighttime type of scents, just so I can give you guys some variety. And also, if you're new to my channel, I do like to give different price ranges. I don't necessarily stick with more luxurious fragrances, and I don't necessarily stick with more designer or affordable fragrances. I like to give a mix and mingle for those with different budgets, and I noticed that some of you guys noticed that and appreciate that, so I just wanted to make that known just in case, you know, you have a little bit of a budget or you don't have much of a budget. I got something here for you. So with this first fragrance I mentioned in my last video, this scent took me by surprise. I love this fragrance. This is a perfect spring and summer scent, but we're focusing on spring in this video, and this scent is Oshun 5 from the house of Imperial Fragrances. Now, before I jump into this fragrance head first, I want to just let you guys know about this fragrance house because I think it's incredible. This fragrance house, Imperial Fragrances, is a black owned niche house, and when I tell you guys, this fragrance is amazing. And like, this is what gets me every time. The price of this scent is very comparable to designer fragrances. This 100 ml bottle retails for $125, which is incredible. When you go into the niche luxury category of fragrances, you know, prices can get really, really expensive. So for this fragrance to smell as great as it does, and for this fragrance to perform how it does, I think $125 is an incredible price tag for this fragrance for sure. So Oshun 5 is your sweet, fresh, fruity floral. You get a little bit of a lactonic vibe from it as well, a little bit of creaminess, but the main thing you get from this fragrance is that heavy, heavy mango note, you guys. The mango note in this fragrance is absolutely stunning. I really, really love how this fragrance wears. If you like mangoes in your fragrances, you would love this. So in the opening of this fragrance, you get some exotic fruits and you get some plum blossom. I think that opening really gets you. You get that fruitiness, you get that delicious mouth-watering quality from the berries. And then as the fragrance dries down, you get that mango with that frangipani, but you also get some magnolia. And I think the magnolia is what adds to the freshness of the scent, because this scent has this very bright freshness to it, but it still has that fruity, sweet DNA that's deep within it. The frangipani also makes this fragrance tropical, like this is your tropical scent. And then in the base, you get some white wood, some coconut milk, and some vanilla. Again, I really like how tropical and sweet and delicious this fragrance is. This is borderline gourmand in my opinion, but this is very, very fruity. This is a fruity scent. It's a mango heavy fragrance, which I absolutely love. It's so amazing, and I truly enjoy wearing this fragrance. Now, when it comes to performance with this baby, this fragrance lasts over 12 hours on my skin. It projects like crazy, and I know for a fact it's gonna wear even more beautifully in the hotter weather, because I was wearing this in the dead of winter, and I made this dent in the dead of winter, and it smelled incredible. So as it gets hotter, I'm definitely gonna pull this baby out, and this is probably gonna be my go-to spring scent for 2022. So this is Imperial Fragrances Oshun 5, and this is a beautiful pretty girl scent for the springtime. Speaking of pretty girls, I can't speak about pretty girl scents and not mention Kayali. I feel like all the pretty girls wear Kayali, and for me personally, I have fallen in love with this house tenfold. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. So the scent that I'm gonna talk to you guys about today is fairly new to my collection, but you guys, it has stolen my heart for sure. If you have this fragrance and you're kind of iffy about it, just go back to it and smell it again. I have been wearing this fragrance nonstop over the past week, and I can truly say that I'm addicted at this point. And this is Eden Juicy Apple from Kayali. This fragrance is so beautiful. Love the bottle. I bought this fragrance when it launched back in December, and I have no regrets at all. So Eden Juicy Apple is your sweet, fruity floral fragrance. You get a little bit of vanilla in there, and you also get a woody touch. And I really love the opening of this fragrance. When you first spray this scent, you get a beautiful apple note. You get some lychee. It's so juicy and so delicious. It's actually mouth-watering, honestly. You also get some blackcurrant and some grapefruit in the opening. So you get a little bit of like a little tang, a little zest, a little bite from the grapefruit, but you also get the juicy blackcurrant, you get that apple, and you get that beautiful lychee. And then as this fragrance dries down, you get some rose, you get some berries, and then you also get some jasmine in this scent. So again, I think rose and jasmine is just a beautiful combination. It's not doing too much, but it's so nice. It's such a nice floral combo, especially when you have fruits in your fragrance. And then in the base, you get some sugar, you get some vanilla, you get some musk, you get a little bit of moss. So I think the moss is a very unique touch to this scent. I don't get much of it in this fragrance, and I find that the base of this fragrance is very feminine, which adds to the flirty and fun character of this fragrance. I really like this fragrance, especially over this past week. This is going to be an incredible spring and summer fragrance, especially for spring. Now that it's getting warmer where I am, I have been pulling this out and I have been loving it. So this fragrance is one that I highly recommend for those who want to smell fun, flirty, and pretty. That's what this scent is. This is Eden Juicy Apple from the house of Kayali. The next fragrance that I have for you guys is one from Perfumes de Marly. You know, it's a no-brainer. This fragrance, in my opinion, is their most fun, flirty, effortless scents, and this is Meliora. This fragrance is so pretty. I really like this scent a lot. I feel so feminine and just dainty when I wear this fragrance, and I don't know if it's me, but this scent reminds me of the color purple. Like, when I smell this fragrance, I think of the actual color purple. It smells like purple to me. I don't know why, I just do. If you have this fragrance, smell it and let me know if this fragrance smells like the color purple to you, because to me that's what it smells like. Anyways, this fragrance is your sweet, fruity floral. It has a little bit of an aromatic touch to it. It has a slight green touch to it as well, and I get this freshness from this scent. It's so beautiful. It's so feminine, it's so dainty, but then it's flirty at the same time. If you like luxurious fragrances but you want to still smell feminine and flirty and fun, this is definitely the way to go. It does have a sophisticated edge to it though, which I really enjoy. It's not too playful, it's not too, you know, young, but this is the type of scent that I can see someone wearing on a first date or something like that. Nothing too serious. I find that Delina can be a little bit intimidating, and so can Delina Exclusive, because that one's a little bit more on the sexy side. I would say that this is pretty. This isn't a sexy scent. Delina even leans a little bit sexy to me, but it's a little bit more intimidating. It's a little bit more polarizing. Meliora is definitely a safe blind buy in my opinion. So on the top, you get some blackcurrant and some berries, which is that juicy fruitiness that you get within this fragrance. And then as this scent dries down, you get Lily of the Valley, Rose, and Ylang Ylang. And Ylang Ylang is a yellow floral, which kind of adds a little bit of a twist to the scent. It adds a little bit of sweetness to the fragrance in a floral way. However, that Lily of the Valley adds to the freshness of this scent. So I think that that adds that like watery touch to the fragrance. And then in the base, you get some musk and some vanilla. And I don't think you can go wrong with musk and vanilla, especially when you have a fruity floral scent. Again, this fragrance is so beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so effortless and just dainty, but not dainty in the sense where you can't smell it. However, I will say the performance on this fragrance isn't as beastly as Delina or Delina Exclusive. So it does sit closer to your skin after about 5 hours, but it lingers on your clothes. It leaves a beautiful trail as well. So I really enjoy this scent. I think that this is a beautiful scent for the springtime, especially if you want to smell like a pretty girl girl, if you want to smell effortless, fun, and flirty, this is definitely the way to go in a luxurious way. This is Meliora from the house of Perfumes de Marly, and this is a beautiful pretty girl scent for the spring. Now hopping into this next fragrance, this is one that I purchased in December, so this was in my last haul of 2021. I'll leave that video up in the eye in the sky, but this scent in particular is one that is absolutely incredible. I could not stop wearing it when I first bought it, and this is Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid from Viktor & Rolf. This scent is so nice. This is one that is more on the like evening wear side, or the more colder spring days. I would say pull this baby out. My little black flower fell off. I don't know, I probably dropped it or my daughter dropped it. I don't really know, but it's gone. But the fragrance still smells good and the spray still works, so that's all that matters. This fragrance is so beautiful. I really love how sexy and sensual it is, but it's also flirty at the same time. It's not too serious, but it does have a little bit of a sex appeal, which I absolutely love. So Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid is your nice, sweet, fruity floral. It also has a vanillic touch to it. It has a little bit of a, I would say like a milky touch, like a little bit of a creaminess that I've noticed over these last few months. This makes me feel extremely sexy, extremely confident, but this also makes me feel like I'm still flirty and I'm still girly and I'm still pretty. Like this gives me so many different vibes, especially depending on when you wear it and how you wear it. You can dress this fragrance up or down, which I absolutely love, but I think for spring nights this will be perfect, or those spring days that are a little bit more cold. So this fragrance simply has 3 notes listed, which are peach, some orchid, and some vanilla. That's all you really get in this scent. But to me personally, I think that this is a perfect hybrid between Flower Bomb Nectar and the original Flower Bomb Eau de Parfum. It doesn't have that metallic gunpowder note that's in Flower Bomb Nectar, but it also isn't as floral as Flower Bomb. So it's sweet and floral at the same time. It's so beautiful. It's not overly sweet, it's not overly floral. It's extremely nice. I really like this fragrance a lot. This is a very nice scent. I get over 8 hours of wear with this fragrance. It has a beautiful sillage. Projection is beautiful as well. I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. People ask me what am I wearing, or just tell me I smell really nice, and that makes me feel amazing, for real. Like it really makes me feel good. So this is Flower Bomb Ruby Orchid from Viktor & Rolf, and this is a very beautiful nighttime date night spring pretty girl scent. And last but certainly not least, we have my final fragrance, and this fragrance screams luxury, baby. Like this is the newest fragrance in my collection from this lineup, and you guys, this scent does not disappoint. And this is Amabile from the house of Xerjoff. First of all, this bottle, I mean, come on, springtime. You know what I'm saying? You guys, this fragrance is so beautiful, and I want to just take a quick moment to thank Twisted Lily for sending me this fragrance. I'm so grateful for you guys for sending me this beautiful scent. So if you guys are interested in shopping with a niche retailer, they have Maison Francis Kurkdjian, they have Memo Paris, they have Xerjoff, they have, oh my gosh, so many fragrance houses on their website. If you want to shop with them and get a 10% discount, go ahead and check out the link in my description box and use code Jane10 for 10% off. Again, thank you guys at Twisted Lily for sending me this fragrance. I'm extremely grateful, and thank you all for watching my content. So I really like this fragrance. I haven't heard many people talking about this scent, and maybe it's because of the notes, but I find this fragrance to be extremely unique, very gender fluid. So if you enjoy more masculine leaning fragrances, you might like this fragrance a lot. So this fragrance is a nice aromatic, citrusy, woody, fresh scent. It also has a little bit of a fruity touch. It has a little bit of muskiness as well. I really like how this fragrance opens. It's so mouth-watering. So this fragrance opens up with some lemon, some bergamot, and some green apple. And when I say those notes, I know your mouth is watering. I know it is, because you can just taste the tartness, right? And then as this fragrance dries down, you get a blast of that spice. You get some cardamom and you get some pink pepper, and you also get some jasmine, which adds to the floral touch of this fragrance. And then in the base, you get some musk, you get some vanilla, and you also get some patchouli with some cedar. In my opinion, I find that the patchouli kind of comes off chocolatey, which kind of gives me like a smoky vibe. But mainly the main notes that I get out of this fragrance are the green apple along with the bergamot, like the citrus citruses in the opening, and then you get that cardamom. The cardamom is very heavy in this fragrance. In a way, this fragrance is warm, but it's also cold at the same time. Like, you get that warm spiciness from the pink pepper, but you also get that like fresh spiciness from the cardamom. So it's kind of like warm and fresh at the same time. You get that fresh, you know, opening, the citruses, and then in the base you get, you know, that warm, cozy vanilla. You get the patchouli. You know, it's just a very nice scent. It's very unique, and I think that this is perfect for the right occasion, which I find to be like a date night. Spring, summer dates, this is gonna be amazing because you get the citruses, but then you also get that like warmth from the spice, and you get that muskiness in the base, a little bit of vanilla. You know, like you get a really nice, unique, rounded fragrance. And this scent to me is so long lasting. A little bit goes a long way, and y'all know I like to overspray, okay? But a little bit goes a long way with this fragrance. But if you enjoy smelling, you know, spicy but citrusy at the same time, if that sounds interesting to you, or if you're looking for a new date night scent for the spring and summer, I think this is a beautiful option. And this is Amabil from the house of Xerjoff. All right, you guys, so that's all I have for you today. If you are new to my channel, I do quiz you guys at the end of my videos just to see who's been rocking with me into the end or whatnot. And for today's video, I want you guys to leave me the grapes emoji, because we're talking about fruits. We're talking about fruits. We're talking about fruity fragrances. We're talking about pretty girl scents. What are some of your pretty girl scents? What are some of your effortless scents that you love to wear for the springtime? Or you can just tell me what are some scents you have been enjoying lately. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun making it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you all in the next one.